What y'all welcome to the barber shop. Y'all welcome to the barber shop. Podcast episode number, I don't know, Gary, 236, 235.
235.
235, we'll say that. That is an incredible 235 consecutive weeks. Barbershop Podcast has broadcast from Boxo Studio here in Hamilton, Ontario, the blast furnace of live original music in the epicenter of what is good for your ears. Aural, A-U-R-A-L, pleasure. We do it. And we also visual it. Got a good picture, HQ. Important to get the camera action to show you what you can hear and introduce you to some of the greatest in live original music. That's what we do. That's what we love to do. And for the first time in all of those weeks, Mr. Ryan Cannon is not here. He is in Sudbury in Canada's north, taking care of business and his other life duties, but he's watching right now, and I want to say, hey, buddy, I miss you, but Gary's kicking ass. Gary Greenland, the engineer, and tonight the producer of Barbershop Podcast. And it's not just any show. It's a big show. It's a special show. It's one I've been looking forward to for a long, long time because it features one of Hamilton's great native sons, Juno Award winner, troubadour, singer-songwriter, man about town, Tomi Swick, coming in here tonight. Tommy, thank you so much for coming in. How are you doing, brother?
My pleasure. It's nice to be back. I like the renovations in here. It's pretty crazy now.
Yeah, we've gone almost legit.
The last time I was here, I think I came after an open mic night I was hosting.
Yeah, and you were sick also.
Dog, I'm not sick now. I had 7 gigs this week, so my throat's a little beat up. But, you know, it's good, man. It feels really homey and comfy in here, so nice work. Nice work.
Thank you. I did hark back at that show, and I thought, what a trooper, because you were sick. We dragged you. We had a last-second cancellation.
Andy Griffith too, I think.
Yeah, you and Andy Griffith came in, and the quality of your voice was still right up there. You somehow can like reach out and get that. Right?
I don't know, after surgery and all these years of singing, I think it's just kind of settled into this gravelly thing that works sometimes. For the most part, it works. I mean, it leaves the highs, leaves the lows, but in the middle, it kind of stays where it is now. So at least that's some consistency.
Now, would you call yourself a tenor? Like, what's your?
No, I mean maybe back when I was younger.
Yeah, you can punch it. It's tough because
that's hard. It's high singing.
Yeah,
that whole range is really high. I can. Before surgery, yeah, I could hit a bunch of that stuff and like falsetto, like Jeff Buckley falsetto stuff. I was really into, but I think funny enough. My voice getting messed up put it in a better place for me, my personality and what I do. So now it suits me a little better than the sweet high voice I used to have.
Yeah, we talked about that a bit before the show. The evolution, the progression, the maturation of an artist in music, not only because physically there are changes, but what you're writing about and how you're getting it across changes. And it's left to you to define it. You're going to be, unless you have an army of PR people, which I don't imagine you do. No. So you have, you are now Tomi Swick. When someone says, what are you doing these days? What do you tell them? Yeah.
I'm with Slate Music now, which is, if anyone knows, Gary Slate is a very, very big player in the entertainment world in Canada. So they've got a record label division of Slate. And so I'm with them, him and Derek Ross there. And, we did a record, me and Dave King, great producer, great drummer, great songwriter himself. We spent 3.5 years working on a record out at the barn, which is now gone. It's now sold. But we did this record called the Yukon Motel, and it was a lot of ups and downs. There still are with everything to do with it. But we got through it all, and 4 years later we have a record. And now finally yesterday I just got the pressings for my vinyl for the record, my first vinyl of anything I've ever done. And it's been a lot of firsts in this, and it's the first record that I really was hands-on producing. A lot, Dave as well, but this whole thing where I'm at now is just I'm working and I'm writing, and I think I'm finally where I should be musically, sonically.
Yeah, because I don't think there's anything more dangerous sometimes than early success, or a man in his 20s. You know, we really.
I was my own worst enemy back then too.
Yeah,
Still am, but
yeah. But those lessons learned when you're willing to learn them are truly priceless. It makes you come back so much stronger.
Yeah, it's fun. I was thinking about this on the way over here. One of the songs I'm going to play later, but I was on this big trip, and we'll get into it. But you know, it's funny how I'm a person who has to learn the hard way, and sometimes it takes me a few knocks in the head to kind of get it. And like this last big trip, I had all these epiphanies, and then you know you get this clarity, and then you get home and you get clouded up again with you know drama and whatever else, and you kind of forget about the epiphany you had, and it's in there. The idea is there. The seed's been planted, but it takes a few more hits for you to go, oh, that's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I learned while I was away. So.
And the gift of life to be able to keep going back and take another crack. You know, I love it. Now let's talk about Yukon Motel. This has been highly acclaimed. What did you set out to do 3 years ago when you started? What did you want to do different or unique in this record as opposed to what you'd done before?
Well, this is my first record away from Warner Brothers. I was with them for almost 10 years. And so Slate, basically, they heard me doing the songs. And Warner Brothers wanted me to be more of a John Mayer, somewhere between a John Mayer, Ron Sexsmith, and like, I don't know, an Ed Sheeran, I guess. That's what they thought I was going to be. And I just wasn't. And on, you know, the first two records I did, they definitely pushed it a bit more pop-wise. They wanted me to be more of that kind of guy, and you know, I didn't know it was my first record. The first one I did was the first record I've ever actually fully done, and then I'd done recording before, but actual full record. And then the second record, it was the same kind of situation. I fought a bit more. It got a little bit different sound-wise, but it's still, they were picking the songs and they were picking the direction and stuff like that. So this record was the first one where it's like, just do what you're gonna do. Now, in the whole process over a few years, there were people, you know, cooks in the kitchen saying, what about this, what about this? And some of the same stuff sort of crept up, but it didn't happen. It got kibosh, got stopped. And so, so this, I don't know, the different approach was just that Dave was like, I want you to be able to be happy with this at the end. No excuses, no nothing. And, you know, we always hate our own stuff after a while. We always find the flaws. We're our own worst critics. But I'm very proud of this record, and so I set out to make a record that I'm very proud of. That that was just a more rootsy approach, a more less, you know, produced approach to my music, and so we definitely got there. It's still my goal is to record live off floor everything. Some of this is, but I mean my goal is to be there. So that's it's a progression and an evolution that I'm still working towards.
Well, it's really, you can feel it. There's a vibe to it. First one we're going to play is a tune called Sunshine, Sweet Liquor. And those are three words that I think we can all identify with.
Yeah.
Anything you want to tell us about it before we hear it?
I called Dave King in the middle of recording. I had some Tullamore Dew whiskey, and I was sitting at home.
I love Tullamore Dew.
Oh, it's great whiskey. Yeah. And I was talking to him, or I was doing this little ditty on guitar, and I wrote the song, and I called him laughing, drunk, and I said, hey, I got this stupid idea, what do you think? And I sent it to him, just a quick phone recording of it, and he just sent me back, it's like, we're recording it. That's how it got here. It's just a fun song, and it turns out to be one that people seem to like a lot, but it's a fun little ditty, I guess.
Wonderful. Inspired by the Protestant Bushmills, as it was. It is Tomi Swick. It is the Yukon Motel. It is Sunshine, Sweet Liquor. It's barbershoppodcast.com.
Oh, yeah.
I said, old man next to me, going off easily, telling me time is a waste. Well, old man next to me, talking philosophy, you never had the taste of sweet sunshine, sweet liquor in my hand, gonna find myself a love, take her for a spin and say it's summertime, put the whiskey in the man, drive the winter from his heart, the sun upon the skin again, the sun ray, come wash me off, take me down a new path. Sunshine, sweet liquor in my hand. Sunshine, sweet liquor in my hand. I I said, slow train, talk to me, show me some prophecy, telling me I ain't got no grace. Well, old man next to me, I can tell easily you never had the taste of sweet sunshine, sweet liquor in my hand, gonna find myself a love, take her for a spin. I said, summertime, put the whiskey in the man, drive the wind up from his heart, the sun up on the skin again, the sun ray, come wash me off, take me down a new path. Sunshine, sweet liquor in my hand, sunshine, sweet liquor in my hand. 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 Yeah, sunshine, sweet liquor in my hand.
Wow, that sounds great. Nothing like a creamy wave file. Get yourself a CD. Get yourself some physical product. Put it on, and if you don't have a CD player, you can go to Value Village and get it for like 15 or 20 bucks. Hook it up to your stereo system. They sound great. Nothing wrong with it.
Buy the vinyl.
The vinyl, the fresh vinyl. You said you got to smell.
They're coming
got
soon.
The smell.
They're
yeah,
coming soon.
It's back.
They'll be in
baby.
cheapies, Dr. Dis, all around.
All around the Hamilton area, and check it out because you just have to put Tomi Tomi Swick on your computerized machine, and you'll be able to find out where he is, where he's going, where he's being. And that's a killer tune, Sunshine, Sweet Liquor. We were comparing it. We're saying it had so many, influences and flavors.
Yeah.
Again, Van Morrison, the band.
It's an old country. It's an old blues-based thing.
Bonnie Raitt was in town last night, and so many people love what she does. That blending of styles. If you love it, share it. Barbershop Podcast every week. We have live original music. Tonight's guest, Tomi Swick. He's got a new record called The Yukon Motel, and he's in here telling us about the process of doing that and basically the evolution of his music. Early success, Juno Award, and record deals, publishing deals. You've kind of had the opportunity to see enough of the business to steel yourself going forward. There's a realism that has to take place when you're in music.
Once all the smoke and mirrors and the what do they say? Like this, being not starstruck, but being awestruck of the situation you're in, which happened to me. I got caught up in holy shit, what's this crazy? Once you get past that and you start seeing how it works, it's a business like anything else. You're a product in that scenario, and so you have to try to learn that line and walk it carefully because it's very easy to fall into it and get eaten up by it, and so it happens to people, and some people make it out, way on top. Some people are gone, and some people, like you said, have to learn to steel yourself and, find a way for you to navigate it, positively in your favor.
Yeah, I don't imagine it almost be like the way a farmer looks at his animals with your songs. I mean, you love them, but there's an eventual purpose where they're going, and you can love them, but you have to let other people poke at them and pick at them if that's the case.
I think it depends. on the song, and it depends on the situation. I mean, for me now, it's the song. It depends. If it's a song that I don't care about, if it's a song that I just wrote, and I'm like, whatever, it's a fun little stupid song, whatever. And someone has a good idea, or someone wants to get on it, and I'm like, sure, whatever. But if it's a song that I really care about, I'm more like, you can just, I'll just leave it the way I want it.
Can you tell right away if a song's like that?
It depends on my own attachment to it. I mean, most songwriters will be in love with their newest songs, and then they'll have their old favorites. I'm no different, really. I tend to like the new ones, and then slowly as they fade back, and I kind of get a different perspective of them, they fall away, or they become one of the standards or one of the staples. But Yeah, normally there's a feeling for sure when you're like, oh, this one's right. This one's more up my personality than just as a songwriter. I'm pretty schizophrenic as a songwriter. I write pop, I write roots, I write folk, I write rock, I write all that kind of stuff, you know. And so I write heavy, like 90s riff rock. I have a whole record of it I'm waiting to do. But one day I'll do it. But I just it's tough. So I think for me, you know, the acoustic stuff is where I normally, the singer-songwriter stuff is where I feel is most important to me.
Yeah. All right, why don't you do one for us right now? What are you going to start off with?
I'm going to try this one that I wrote in Thailand. I was in Thailand for a month, traveling around. I saw a friend, and I saw a brother of mine lives there. Brothers of mine live there, and you know, and then I traveled around by myself, totally by myself for a while, and you know, it was really cool. And you know, there's situations back here, you know, when you're traveling and you're always thinking about things back home, things are going on, and so this, you know, I just had things going on with somebody, and I wrote the song. I don't know if I'll be able to sing it really hard, but when I wrote it, this is one of the ones that just stuck with me the whole trip, and I came home, and it's this one that I really like right now. So I haven't played it live yet. But
what's it called?
It's called When You're Not Around.
All right, this is When You're Not Around. It's Tomi Swick, barbershoppodcast.com.
All right.
I should have tucked you in, should have held you close. I just let you go and then I ran so far away, left you in the smoke of fire. I awoke in you, and now I'm burning like the funeral pyre, falling like the ash from the sky, settled in the cold, cold ground. You're not around. I should have let you know. I just turned around. My heart was screaming out for the chance to be let in. And now I see you smile, I see you look within, and I can feel my sins, and I feel them smoldering. They're burning like the funeral pyre, set with the grass from the sky, settled in the cold, cold ground. You're not around. As the old choir kicks in. When you're not around, you're not around, you're not around. Well, if I had my way, I'd do it all again. I'd give myself right in, I'd try surrendering. When you're not around, like a funeral pyre, you're not around, ash from the sky. When you're not around, I'm in the cold, cold ground. Oh, when you're not around, like a funeral pyre, you're not around, ash from the sky. When you're not around, I'm in the cold, cold ground. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When You're Not Around, what a great tune. Tomi Swick, that is real. It is good. It is real good live right here at Barbershop Podcast. Man, you knocked that out of the park. I like that. I like it. Get yourself some of that. We are playing cuts off of Tomi's new CD, The Yukon Motel, and he is reaching into his creative bag, some new stuff, some experimental stuff. Now it is forever on the interweb. We are streaming live on Twitch TV worldwide. Speaking of worldwide, you touched on it. You went to the Far East, a bucket list thing of yours, or how did that come about?
Well, yeah, I have a brother. Not a lot of people know this, but I have two half brothers from my dad's side that I knew, but I didn't grow up with. They're quite a bit older than me, 161 and 163 presently. I'm 36, they're quite a bit older. And so I have a brother, Danny, who was a Dofasco guy. I worked in Hamilton, lived his whole life. And then I have a brother, Barry, and Barry was an artist. Barry went to Sheridan back in the 70s, I guess 70s, early 80s, and moved to California and began working for Hanna-Barbera. And so Barry was one of the main animator for He-Man. He drew He-Man, that was his character. So he drew He-Man and She-Ra and Muppet Babies and Scooby-Doo and the Flintstones, everything. So he moved to Thailand eventually, Korea, then Thailand. And so he's been in Thailand basically most of my life, and so I'd only met him twice previously. So I'd always wanted to go, and we knew each other and stuff, but we never spent any time together. So I always wanted to go to Thailand to see him, but it just never came about. And so then one of my best friends, Benny, this guy Benny from Hamilton, moved down there, and I thought, you know what, I should go. I was one of my best friends down there, my brother's down there, and just so happens that my other half brother, Danny, was there as well. So I got to see both of them down in Thailand. But so that was the fire that got me going to go down there. I was supposed to tour with Matt Good this year, and then we lost the tour near when we close to the actual tour. So I just had the time. I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go take off, and so it just all made sense. And it was very cool, man. I've traveled a lot of my own. I traveled to Europe by myself, and all over North America at different times. But Far East is the Far East. It's definitely different. And it was crazy cool in some ways, not that cool in other ways, and it was definitely an adventure, man.
Yeah. What was the one bit of humanity, the one commonality that kind of kept? I mean, obviously you go over and you're like, well, this is so different, but there must be something where it seemed like this is...
Everybody likes to eat.
Everyone likes to eat, there's something we all do.
Yeah, we all share that.
It makes people happy when they get together and have something, right?
That and probably dope.
Yeah. Everyone's got their own brand, right? You're going to go over in the hotbed there and didn't have to worry about any police state actions here and there.
There's nothing like that, man. It's chill. If you're not a Hamilton word heat bag, if you're not that kind of guy, if you're just chill, I mean, I'm not some college kid going out there making an ass of myself anymore.
That's what it should be. Leave us old folks alone. We put in our time.
No, it's a beautiful country, beautiful place, beautiful people, beautiful part of the world, and I'll go back eventually for sure.
I would love to. I had a good friend, Warren. He lives in the Cayman Islands, and he just married a girl from Thailand, and I wish him well. I hope you're watching, Warren. Get yourself some Tomi Swick, get it online, get it on on iTunes, I guess, and CD Baby off your website.
It's on my website, yeah, there's ways to get it. Basically shows, man, we're doing shows. I'm opening for Burton Cummings at CNE in August. I'm playing with Finger 11 in Ottawa. I'm Canada Day. I've got Fringe Festival in Toronto, a whole bunch of festival stuff coming up. And with the vinyl, finally, which I was supposed to have, at my original CD release party, I finally have them. So we're going to throw another 2 big parties, one here and one in Toronto, to get these vinyl out finally. It's a big milestone for me getting the vinyl. So
yeah, sweet. Everyone should have a piece of vinyl in their life.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to spin another tune off the record, because we can call that again these days. Bad Thang.
This is my favorite song.
Tell us about Bad Thang.
This is my favorite song.
You said this thing really cooks.
This one doesn't. No, the one that cooks is one called Traveling Man.
Traveling Man.
But this is a chill. This is more of a chill kind of. This is most country sounding one on the record, I'd say, or that vibe. I came back from Ireland. My mother had passed away. My dog ended up passing away. A whole bunch of stuff happened. It was a mess. I was living on one of my best friend Charlie's basement on a blow-up mattress for a couple months while my mom was in the hospital with cancer. So it was terrible. Terrible time in my life. And so after all that happened and it was over with, I lived on the escarpment out by Upper Gauge and Concession out there, and I was just walking along the escarpment, and I just felt the weight of the world on me, And this song just kind of came out. I said, I was walking and actually thinking, holy shit, things are hitting me from every side right now. I gotta keep focused here to get through this. And so the words, they're coming from the north, they're coming from the south, they're coming from all over to drown me out. It was just, I felt like everywhere I looked, I was running into these things that were messing with me. So this song came out of that, and this is the first song that I jammed on with Dave King, Aaron Goldstein, Darcy Yates, and myself at the Barn Studios. And this is the first song I ever had, and this first note of us playing this song was the first time I ever played with pedal steel. I'd always loved it, but I fell in love with it, and this song set the trajectory for the rest of the record, really.
Well, there you go. This is Bad Thing. This is barbershoppodcast.com.
From the north, they're coming from the south, they're coming from all over to drown me out. Something in the air, something wrong around here. Something about the crazy and the pressure and the fear. Oh, there's bad things going on around here. My body's running out of air. Life ain't nothing like what they say when you're just young. It's got a cold-hearted kind of way to start someone. It's like we're living in a jungle. Steady lines, we got rules to follow. Oh, bad things going on around here. My body's running out of air. Bad things going on around here. My body's running out of air. Running out of air.
That's a real deal. That is a bad thing. It's a good thing. Off of Slate Records, Tomi Swick, the Yukon Motel. Get yourself one or two or three.
Yeah, do it.
For sure. I want to give a shout out. Going to give a shout out to our good sponsors, friends, our bookkeepers, our tax people. They take care of all of that nasty thing that we don't want to do, that we're mistake prone at, that we are forgetful at. They do it for us. They do our taxes, and they do it right. They love music. They love musicians. They do so many musicians. If you're a musician, remember, you're not necessarily a charity, perhaps a nonprofit. Who knows? Give them a call. Check it out. See what you can do to make your career pay for itself, or at least to help soften the blows, because goodness knows there's a lot that you have to do when you are a musician. There's a lot of expenses, and they're not exclusively for musicians, of course. It doesn't matter what you do, they will do it, and they'll do it right. Specialized, licensed, taxes done right. 529-6435. Check out their info right there. All right, Tomi Swick is in the studio. He has brought in his sweet record, 3 years in the making. It was a project. It is a project of love and dedication with a incredible cast of characters.
Oh, yeah.
How are you different as a man from when you started this to when this is done?
I'm definitely more confident in my own ability to put this stuff together. I mean, I had Dave, who was doing everything with me, but I definitely took much more of a step up in my own personal affairs with this record and stuff. So I just feel more confident overall, and I feel very lucky. I got some, like I said, there's a cast of characters on there. There's some great players on that record, and I was really lucky to have them all. And I'll list them off right now. I got Joel Gunther, I got Dave King, I got Steve Strongman, Darcy Yates, Aaron Goldstein, Dennis Napper, Mike Alonso, I got Randall Hill, Jesse O'Brien. Oh my gosh, Matt Coleman, I believe his name is. He played fiddle on it, and a whole other cast of characters from the Hamilton scene that helped me work on this stuff, like Andrew McTaggart, Annette Haas, Adam Ostosser, Adam Cook, Mike Shime. All these people helped me jam for this and put these songs together and stuff. And Dave King being the most integral one in the driving force. Also Charlie Gualiano, another Charlie Roberts. So there's a whole cast of characters that helped me get this thing together and help lift it up for me. So I'm definitely eternally grateful to them, and I learned a lot watching them work. Strongman, what a motherfucker that guy is.
Yeah, it's really an eye opener. You get to levels, you've seen it, you worked with it, and then there's some cat who's just at another level.
When you're in a studio with Steve Strongman and it's just you, him, and one other person, and he's got the monitors pinned straight back at him. He's sitting there wailing guitar. He's screaming at the monitors, but there's nobody there. You see him jump around on tables and kick shit over. It's like it's an act. 3 people in the studio alone working on a song. He's yelling at the monitors, cranking it, wailing it. It's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, you invested your craft.
Oh yeah.
Make it real, make it good. And I'm telling you, this is the great thing about real original live music. It is like GMO foods versus the real deal. This is what you put in your body. This is what makes you strong. Yeah. This is what helps you persevere. This gives you empathy. It gives you insight.
Even guys like Colin Lapsley and Mark McIntyre. All these great guys. All those people were jamming with me, doing stuff with me on this. It was very lucky, man. Daylight for Dead Eyes, those guys too.
Yeah, you put in, you put out good music. People do want to work with and alongside people who put out good music. It's not everyone who can write the quality tunes that you do, and in that segue, we're going to go into another live one. What are you going to play for us next?
I might just play another New Idea. I'm kind of feeling it,
I love it.
This one, there's a lot more to it, so it's a little shy on the content, but it's a song I wrote, funny enough, because I'll offset bad things. This song's called Good Things, and I'm in a much better place in my life now. And this song came around recently. I listened to a lot of Bill Withers too. Bill Withers is a big influence on me. And this song I was just jamming on recently, and Joel and I have been having some fun with it. And I don't know, it's a little song called Good Things, and yes.
All right, Good Things. Tomi Swick, right here at barbershoppodcast.com.
So you gotta imagine, it's a bit of a Bill Withers vibe drummer and a bit of a jam band happening.
Doing things, good things, good things. I've got money in my pocket. And I thought before the call. Do things, good things, good good things. I've got honey in my hand. Feel the love before the fall. 'Cause I don't wanna stop. Can't get enough, so do me like you do me now. Do things, good things, good things. I've got a plan in my head. Wanna give you some of me. Girls do good things, make a man fall to his knees. Have him begging for you, please. 'Cause I don't wanna stop. I can't get enough, so do me like you do me now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good things, good things, good things. Do things, good things, good things. Oh yeah. Do things, good things, good things. I've got money in my pocket. See the cut before the call. Bad girls, you do things to a man, make him fall down on his knees. Have a screaming for you, please. No, 'cause I don't wanna stop. I can't get enough. It made it so hot. You see, you got it like a rose. Won't you do me like you do me now? Do things, good things, good things. Yeah, do things, good things, good things. Do things, good things, good things. Do things, good things, good things. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, yeah.
It's going to make you feel, going to make you move your ass, and absolutely, I can hear the jam band
That's
kick
what I'm
it up
saying,
into
huh?
second gear for sure.
Oh, it does for sure.
So, who are you playing with in your kick around band these days?
I'm blessed to be able to play with Dave King, Joel Gunther, Dennis Napper, and Mike Alonzo. These guys are. I couldn't ask for better guys to play with. I couldn't ask for more devoted guys. I mean, you know, we're doing this. I have a lot of great opportunities, but it's not like we're selling records and touring stadiums. Like, this is a whole different ballgame for me. And from day one, these guys jumped in the pool and said, "We're in. Whatever we got to do, let's do something here." And so, you know, I'm absolutely honored and blessed to have their help and support in this.
Crazy. What kind of stuff are you listening to other than, I mean, you get involved in your own record and that's all you listen to, but sometimes you need a break. Well, who's
I'm
your
on
ear
old
candy?
stuff, man. I mean, the only new band I listen to at all is a band called Half Moon Run, and they're great out of Montreal, really cool. But I'm reverting way back. Like, I listen to Hank Snow, Hank Williams, Slim Whitman, and like, you know, Johnny Cash and those Staples and Hank Williams also. But then also like CCR, Van Morrison stuff, old Joe Cocker stuff, and like Sam Cooke is. You know, I went for a period of my life where I only listened to Radiohead. I was just in love with Jet Buckley and Radiohead, and I still love them, but I'm further and further away from them as I get more and more into just absolute raw, real.
Yeah.
You know, well, Buckley's, of course, they're all raw and real, but I'm getting further away from the really produced stuff, which I love in a lot of songs and a lot of bands. But I think I'm realizing I'm better suited, I think, for myself to be a bit more live, raw. I think that's where I make more sense.
Yeah, there's something to be said for great melody, great harmony, using the voice as a musical weapon and
trying to, you know, I've got a beat up, tattered old voice here, but
it's not so bad.
I try to give her hell, you know.
It's great. It's great that you can hit those notes with, you know, it has a sweetness. It has to have an urgency, but also a sweetness to it. You can't be too Joe Cockery gravelly all the time.
At the beginning of the last week, my voice felt great after 2 weeks of not singing, but 7 gigs later in rehearsal, I feel it's back to being a frog. So,
crazy. So after coming back from being in the Far East, you disappeared into Canada's hinterlands.
I did,
You went deep in the woods. What happened there?
Well, I made it so I grew up hunting and fishing with my dad way up north. That was my bond with my father, was the outdoors, and it's something that I love. I'm so attached to, and you know, for a few years I got heavy into partying and you know, just gigging and you know, into this kind of city life, and I forgot how important the woods are to me and what a big part of my life they are. I always loved it, not from afar, but I mean, I was watching more TV shows about it than doing it. And you know, I got to a point where I was like, what are you doing, man? You know, you got to do this. So last few years, I've been doing a lot of trips. I did a 40-kilometer paddle in and out of Algonquin with one of my best friends, this guy Pete. And we've been doing a lot of fishing and kayaking and stuff together and getting in the outdoors, hunting. And so last year I booked a fly-in trip to take some of my dad's lures up to this place where him and I used to fish, and with his best friend, who was a Stelco guy, and my friend Pete and this other guy, and the son of my dad's best friend. We went up there and poured some whiskey in this waterfall and threw my dad's lures in there so we can fish forever. My dad died a long time ago, but he's been in he's in a mausoleum kind of thing, and I always wanted to let his ashes go. Yeah. So the closest thing I could do was get back to where we used to go when I was a kid and do that for him. Yeah. So we went up there and booked with this place called White River Air, and I'll try to make it quick, sorry.
No worries.
And we went up to White River Air, and we went into, and our cabin ended up being like this shed with a tarp roof in the middle of the woods. Like they flew us. It's a 12-hour drive north, and then a 40-minute flight. So there's nothing going on. You know, you're on your own. You get a sat phone for emergencies, and see ya. And so we went in there, and we were kind of like, this place is kind of busted up. I was fine with that. I would have stayed in a tent, but it was kind of beat up. So I said to him, I said, look, I'll make you a deal. Me and my buddies will come up here next year. You bring the supplies. We'll build this cabin. We'll build a proper cabin up here for you. But we get free trips up here. We get to fish and hunt and use this area. And he said, you know what? You got a deal. So this year came around, and we went up there and we built it. And we spent 2 weeks in there in the absolute woods in crazy, harsh weather, hunting and fishing and living off the land and building this cabin out in the woods.
That is so fucking awesome.
It was awesome.
That's real. That's real.
It was tough as hell.
Yeah, I mean, we got so many. My dad, same way. He's a woodsman. That was his escape, you know. It's peace of mind. And took me into Algonquin Park, taught me those things. I think everyone should portage in their life. And,
oh man, we as people live in boxes. You know, we're so removed from what we're supposed to be.
Never take our feet out of a shoe.
It blows my mind, man. Honestly, it blows my mind how far away from our own truth
and how
really
easily we give it up. You know, we just roll over.
Comfort's easy.
Roll
man.
over like a lazy dog. Not going to do that. Not going to do that here. We're going to hear another tune. This is Traveling Man.
This is the most rocking song on the record. And live, this band is cooking. Probably anyone who's seen us, this record is hyped up to 10 when we're playing. We go hard.
There's a few extra measures in it when you play it live.
There's a few extra measures, and it comes down like a freight train, this bad boy. So the song of Traveling Man that I wrote about being in Europe and getting in trouble and just traveling all over Europe. And it's a fun song.
True story. Right here, barbershoppodcast.com.
I'm gonna sell some dope and rum, I'm gonna settle out of pay.
All right, that's Tomi Swick. That is the Yukon Motel, and that is Traveling Man, a kick-ass song, rocking down the line. This is a true record, a true album, 13 tunes. When you start, do you have an idea of how many, you want to do?
I had lots of songs. For my first record ever, I had probably 25 songs. For my second record, I probably had 45, 50 songs. And from the second record to this, I'm in hundreds, a couple hundred songs. So I went into it with lots of stuff. I could do 5 records right now.
Yeah. So what's the process of being realistic about what?
I was finding what songs and what ideas fit the sonically this record the most. You know what? Once that song "Bad Things" kind of dictated where I thought I was going to go with this record, I started thinking, okay, well, what about this idea? What about this? And I wrote a couple new ones too. But that's how the sound of this record basically came. But there were all kinds of songs.
Is there like a storyline, a linear line? Is there a connection between the songs in this?
No, just more. Really... They all just fit the mood of the record. Yeah, right. And that Yukon Motel is I don't know. It's a pretty cool.
It's a real place.
It's a real place. Yeah. So there is that's not that picture I got from someone. I got the rights to it from a guy. That's from an old hotel on Route 66. The Yukon Motel that I'm talking about is in Teslin, Yukon, and that's a real place. But the place I'm actually talking about in all of that is a place called Dawson Peaks. But Dawson Peaks didn't sing so well, so the Yukon Motel made more sense, and that became the theme. I wrote that years ago, and it became the theme of this record, and that's how.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right, I want to do another live one. What are you going to do? Your third and final live.
I might as well do another new one because I'm having fun.
Smoking it.
So this is one called "The Man Never Changes," and see how I do. It's been a hard one. I haven't sang this in a while.
All right.
I'm going to talk about it for a second. I'll tell you about it. Oh yeah, I can't play and sing.
Yeah, one or the other.
Well, I guess can I play and talk?
No.
No.
They're two different mics, so you have to.
Okay, so this song's about. I was realizing, I've been traveling a lot lately and doing a lot of stuff, and I've said this a few times at shows, and it makes sense to me. Like, we have isms. We all have isms. Every one of us. We can deny it. We can say we don't, but we all have our own isms, whatever it is. And I was just looking around at people, and I was thinking, like, man, we at our base. I'm saying how far removed we are from what we're supposed to be. Societally, in society we are. Civilly we are, but the base of what we are is the bloodlust we have comes up. We are animals at our base, I believe, and it's something that comes up in us, that animalistic urge to fight or to protect or to fuck, to every, all of it. Yeah, it's in us. It's in all of us. Some stronger than others, and in a bad way, right now we're seeing a lot of animalistic urges coming out of people. Some just fucking crazy stuff in the world, And so this song, I was reminded, with everything that's happening in the world right now, of a saying I read somewhere where it said, man essentially throughout space and time is the same. We need the same things. We need water, we need food, we need shelter, and then, we need love, we need companionship, we need these things come in, but it doesn't matter if you were a Roman, if you were, an Egyptian, a plebe, were you a Caledonian, were you a Native American, or wherever in the world. No matter how you were living, we have those same things. But we also have that animalistic, primal thing in us too, and it comes out a lot. So this song just came out of the idea that doesn't matter what happens, we are what we are.
It comes back to it.
Yeah.
All right, Tomi Swick, right here, barbershoppodcast.com.
Last year's fighting, seems it always stays the same. No matter where, no matter when, man never changes. So are just what we are. Can we all just get along? You'll hear them screaming. If we keep losing, we're gonna lose it all. Like we were saving, so resolute, easy to fool, living by the rules. There we are, just what we are. Oh yeah. Can we all just open our eyes? Yeah. Lay bare bones to the world and let this old hide fall off. We've been cut down and tuned out and turned off and jaded. Still, no matter where, no matter when, man never changes. Still, no matter where, no matter when, man never changes. Still, no matter where, no matter when.
Yeah, man, a real treat to get 3 brand new original songs.
Thanks.
Recorded here at Barbershop Podcast. It's going to be on the interweb
I'm gonna
forever.
belt that guy out, but
Yeah.
it's tough right now.
You'll never be younger or prettier. I always
Yeah,
say that. You know
yeah.
what? Going forward, it's a great resource. And if you're watching it at home, if you love the show, share it. That's how we help each other out. That's how we grow this industry. This is how we share our passions. Don't be greedy. Don't be keeping it to yourself like, Dungeons and Dragons in your special little thing. This is supposed to be spread around. Say, you got to check this out. You like that? Check this out. This is real. It's real. It's good. It's real good. Say that every week. And we mean it. Tomi Swick is in the house. The Yukon Motel is the record. It is available on his website. It is available at the locations, the usual places.
In Hamilton, you can get the record at Cheapies and Dr. Disc. And then, like I said, the vinyl's coming out, so that'll be a show. We're doing a big vinyl release show here in Hamilton, a big vinyl release show in Toronto. And then, we're just going to be...
Any dates yet for that? Or
the date, no dates yet. I just have to wait for the vinyl date. I'm approving everything, but I have to wait for the actual product to come in. But we'll be playing around. I'm always playing around with Joel, doing the the Summers Union stuff. But for my own stuff, Tomi Swick stuff, weird saying my name like that, but my own music, there's gigs coming up. Like I said, we're opening for Burton Cummings at CNE in August. I can't remember the date. I'm playing with Finger 11 in Canada in Ottawa, and we're doing Fringe Festival, doing a bunch of different stuff. So come out and check this band out if you like what's going on. It's a pretty fun band.
go check it out. It's a thing to do. I tell you, you're going to love it. I do. I continue to go out and get more and new music. There's an endless supply. It's like never ending.
It's chock full of it, man.
And it's good. There's so much goodness out there. Don't be greedy. All right, we got one more tune. There's 13 on this CD, but we're going to play one more.
There's actually 14 on this CD.
There's 14. There's a book. But you got to buy it. But where you heard it from. This one is Liberty. It's a lot of meaning, a lot of... will you tell me?
I'll tell you. Liberty comes from... I'm just noticing, was born up in the mountain, but I kind of grew up down in the East End, Barton Gage. I went to Cathedral. I spent a lot of time downtown, and I saw a lot of friends of mine and people I knew that were hardworking, good people, but they just never could get out of there. They never could get their lives straight. It's tough when you're in a fucked up situation, and you're in a messed up place and family and a lot of stuff going on. So a lot of people do have a hard time getting out of there. And, I think I was just thinking about how hard it is for people to get that brass ring, how hard it is to get out of any situation, really. Even just being complacent in life can keep you there, but add all the hardships of life and stuff. So this song Liberty just came out of I say liberty, it's all just an illusion. You fight for what you get, but you don't get much, just enough to keep on living. And it just just was a song I was thinking about, just how hard it is to get a leg up sometimes.
There you go. And thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me again.
This is fantastic. Tomi Swick, Liberty, barbershoppodcast.com.
Won't you come on over, come up to the house, I'll tell you all about how it's been around here without you. Did you get sucked in? Did you get spit out? I'll tell you about it. It's about a girl lost her way and came out hollow. I said liberty, it's all just an illusion. You fight for what you get, you don't get much, just enough to keep on living. So you come on over, you come up to the house. Well, I'll tell you all about how it's been around here without you. I said liberty, it's all just an illusion. You fight for what you get, you don't get much, just enough to keep on living. Yeah. I said liberty, it's all just an illusion. Where you fight for what you get, you don't get much, just enough to keep on living. I said little girl, you're only just arriving. You take what you can get, you don't get much, you're only surviving. Yeah, you take what you can get, you don't get much, you're trying to survive. You're trying to survive.
All right, that's Liberty, one of the many tunes off of Tomi Swick's latest release, The Yukon Motel. Thank you so much for
My
coming
pleasure.
in. It was another great night. Gary Greenland, you knocked it out of the park, as to be expected. Love having everyone come by and visit us on Twitch TV or on iTunes or on YouTube or here, there, everywhere. Our website, barbershoppodcast.com. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks, brother.
Thanks for having me.
See
Come
you
on out.
See you next week, Barbershop Podcast.
Sure.